Amy Medford with Medford Knife and Tool. Knives on the table are for Jake Smith, the Medford guy. He has got actually a big show here in Phoenix in the next couple of weeks. He'll be here for Barrett-Jackson, the auto auction, which is one of the finest auto auctions, I would probably say, in the country. So he's going to be out here for Barrett-Jackson. He wanted me to send some knives out so that he could get them all sexy pictures and ready to go, because he's going to come right back down here with these knives and have them available at the show. Obviously, he'll have them available on his website as well. So reach out to Jake. He's at 1251 West Main Street in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, 608-213-4869. And if you are in Phoenix and you want to visit Barrett-Jackson, I'm sure you could find out some information and see when he'll be here, where he'll be located, and how you can get your hands on some of these knives. So let's see what we have headed his way for the show. I'm going to start off with a few of the kind of basic ones. The Panzer, I think, just gets a bad rap because it's in the shadow of all of our super cool, sexy knives, but this is a really good, very functional knife. It's got some heavy-duty jimping on the back of the blade. It is a Tonto version. We have done a very, very few limited runs of drop points over the years, but this is standard Tonto. The thumb stud on the blade is reversible, so it can be removed and put on the other side. If you are a left-hand carry person, you can at least use the thumb stud to open and close it. So that's tumbled Tonto, Bead Blast Blue with an NP3 breaker. Cool. This one, super sexy, not all the way balls to the wall, customs, a custom, but the faced and bronze anodized handles really add some beautiful shine to it without, hundreds of dollars in sculpting fees. It gets you a nice upgrade. It's S35 Vulcan drop point, PVD hardware breaker and clip, and beautiful faced bronze handles. The infractions here, I hope that we can pick this up. So the new PVD coatings that we have, the Armalube, is, for the most part, pretty resilient and almost impervious to any outside influences. And we had tried to do some flaming on it, which we call abalone. And this is the first time I've seen abalone finish on our current PVD coating, and have it come out so colorful. You can see it on the perimeters as well. It's just beautiful and vibrant, and in the right light, you get it. So that's a PVD coating with flaming on it, flamed hardware and clip. This one here, just badass. Satin blade, PVD handle, so you can see where it was coated, and PVD clip and breaker, and then we faced the flats. And this really hones in on the features of the knife. So you can see all the recesses and all the details. You can see the numbers. It's just a very cool way to show off the knife, and it's simple design elegance. And that's just PVD and brushed. Beautiful. And then we get into some of our very, very high-end customs. So this is a Genesis tie, S35 Vulcan blade. These blades came out very lustrous and deep and rich. It's got a lot of violets and blues. We have a twisted Predator with violet with bronze peaks. Bronze hardware brings out the bronze in the brushed peaks, and a brushed and flamed clip with bronze perimeters on that. Just beautiful. The second Genesis tie is 3V Vulcan Tonto, even darker in color. It's got violets and rose, and this is our dragon scale, or you could call it cobblestone. Again, violet and bronze. NP3 breaker standard hardware, so this one's a little bit lighter with the accompanying hardware. The last one on the table, I think this is some of our customers, and I know my favorite now, the stained glass. This is essentially oversized peaks and valleys. When we first did this, it was a PVD coated handle that they went in and removed material, and the black handles with bronze down, it looked like a giraffe pattern. So I had called it reticulated because that's what you call the giraffe pattern on their fur. And then we ended up calling it stained glass because with different colors and finishes, it kind of looks like a large mosaic of stained glass. Brushed blue clip, beautiful, rich blue hardware. And then what my guy Derek did is he flamed around the perimeter and left the field kind of a natural tumble with a little bit of bronze. So that's a flamed fade from the perimeters out to in, and that's a 3V Vulcan drop point. These Proximas, I wanted to stay simple. I wanted to show that we can do just simple facing with dual finish colors. So we have blue in the recesses, brushed bronze on the flats, a satin blade. The dual finish carries over into the pivot screws, blue spacers, a brushed clip to mimic the satin blade. And the next Proxima, all silver and all shiny. We did a micro Petroleum tee maybe a month ago, and it just took off. Guys were in love with it. So this is just plain Terminator with satin facets. So satin blade, brushed flats. You can see that Terminator kind of rough hewn down in the recesses, brushed clip, standard hardware. The emboulet here, classic faced and galaxy flame. It's got a big, I'm gonna call this a nebula. And then I wanted the boys to go back in and brush the groove and the little flutes after the anodizing so that there was this nice contrast. Again, a satin blade and P3 breaker, just a beautiful contrast, and a brushed clip. Then we have 3 variations of TFFH1. You can see the difference in the handles between the TFFH and the TFF1. The TFF1 has the thin blade and thin handles, and the TFFH has the thin blade and the fat handles, and then the Fat Daddy has the full thick blade. We do not have that on the table right now. Again, satin blade, peaks and valleys, normal size, not too small, not too big, flamed hardware spacers, and a brushed and flamed clip. There's that over travel stop. And then the TFFH, slightly thicker handles. We can dig in, get a bit lower end, and this is that Twisted Predator, just silver, very sexy, sleek, and brushed clip. And then the last TFFH, we're blending some darker, and this is a D2 PVD. It's not our typical S35, so this is a fantastic tool steel as far as hardness and roughness. It's higher in carbon, so so the PVD coating makes sense on that, but it's a great performance steel. Flamed hardware, again, here's that reticulated stained glass, flaming around the perimeter with just natural finish in the middle, brushed and flamed clip and flamed hardware. So beautiful variation of knives. Again, this will go up to Jake Smith in Wisconsin, and he'll have it up there. He'll take some sexy pictures, and then he's going to bring everything with him for the Barrett-Jackson auction here in the next couple of weeks. So reach out to the Medford guy or check out the Barrett-Jackson website. See if you can go and check out sexy cars and knives. I mean, I don't know if it gets any better. Some good food and good looking people, and there you go. It's a nice weekend to spend down here in sunny Phoenix. Keep watching the videos, reach out to Jake the Medford guy, and until the next time, I'm out.